Welcome guys. Today we are going to learn about one of the most important and most confusing topics in modern system design, and that is data inconsistency in microservices. Now this is a problem that almost every large application faces, whether it is Amazon, Swiggy, Zomato, Netflix, Uber or any banking application. And the interesting thing is, many times the application looks completely fine from outside, but internally multiple services may actually have different versions of the truth. Imagine you order a product online, your payment gets deducted successfully, but suddenly the order fails. Or maybe the inventory service says the product is available, but the shipping service says it is out of stock. This is exactly what we call data inconsistency. Different services are not synchronized properly. And in this video, we are going to deeply understand why this happens, why it is so difficult to solve, and how real companies handle these problems in production systems. We will cover everything step by step in a simple conversational way, from basic concepts all the way to advanced patterns like Saga pattern, Outbox pattern, event sourcing, idempotency, reconciliation, and much more. So by the end of this video, you will not only understand the theory, but you will also understand how real distributed systems behave in the real world. Now before understanding the problem, we first need to understand why microservices even create this issue in the first place. In traditional monolithic applications, everything usually runs inside one single application and one single database. So, if you want to create an order, deduct payment, and update inventory, all these operations can happen inside one database transaction. And if something fails in between, the database can simply roll back everything together. That makes consistency much easier. But microservices work very differently. In microservices architecture, every service owns its own database. The order service has its own database, the payment service has its own database, and the inventory service also has its own database. This separation gives many advantages like independent deployment, independent scaling, team autonomy, and fault isolation. But at the same time, now a single business workflow is spread across multiple services, multiple databases, and multiple network calls. And the biggest reality in distributed systems is that networks fail all the time. Services become slow, messages get delayed, retries happen, servers crash, and suddenly different services end up having different states. So basically, microservices give flexibility and scalability, but in exchange, they introduce eventual consistency problems that developers now need to handle carefully through architecture and design patterns. Let us now understand the most famous real-world inconsistency example, which is the classic online order failure scenario. Imagine a user places an order on an e-commerce website. The order service first validates the cart and then calls the payment service. The payment succeeds successfully and money gets deducted from the customer's account. The payment service stores the transaction as successful. Everything looks good so far, but now the order service tries to contact the inventory service to reserve the product stock. Unfortunately, due to a network timeout or service failure, the inventory reservation fails. Now the system enters a very dangerous state. The customer has already paid money, but the order is not created successfully, causing duplicate payment charges. This is where distributed systems become very tricky. The problem is not that the system completely crashed. The problem is that some operations succeeded while others failed. This creates partial success situations where every service believes something different. Payment says paid, inventory says available, and order service says failed. And this inconsistency directly affects business trust, customer satisfaction, refunds, support tickets, and engineering debugging effort.